What's going on, YouTube? It's your guy in Todd We Trust, man. First off, I want to say thank you for all of the support on the last NBA video I did. Well, NBA slash college for the most part. It was about a college legend, and I'm sure Aggie fans would agree, one of their GOATs, greatest of all times, AC Law, man. So if you haven't seen that video, it will definitely be in the description for you to check out. But today, I'm going to be talking about a NBA player former NBA player whose legendary status is pretty much still in question. So after you hear all this, man, make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about Antawn Jamison, man. So Antawn Cortez Jamison was born June 12th, 1976. He played 16 seasons in the NBA, and he played college basketball for the North Carolina Tar Heels, being named National Player of the Year in 1998. He was selected by the Toronto Raptors as the 4th overall pick in the 98 NBA draft before being traded to Golden State for former Tar Heel teammate, Vince Carter. Named to the All-NBA rookie team with the Warriors, Jamison was a 2-time All-Star and won the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award in 2004. He was a member of the United States national team in 2006, the one that won the bronze. Jamison was born in Shreveport, Louisiana. His parents named him Antwan, A-N-T-W-A-N, but the hospital misspelled it Anton, A-N-T-A-W-N, on his birth certificate. The error was never corrected, but the pronunciation as Antoine did not change. Jamison played basketball and football as a quarterback at Quail Hollow Middle School in Charlotte, North Carolina. He went on to play high school basketball at Charlotte's Providence High School, where he was named a McDonald's All-American after his senior season, which he averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, and 4.5 blocks per game. Jamison played 3 seasons of college basketball for University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, averaging 19 points and 9 rebounds per game. In his junior year, he was awarded both the Naismith and Wooden Awards as the most outstanding men's college basketball player for the 97-98 season. Jamison decided to forego his senior year of eligibility and enter the NBA draft in 98. He subsequently returned and earned a bachelor's in Afro-American and African Studies, graduating in August of 99. On March 1st of 2000, Jamison's number 33 was retired at the Dean E. Smith Center, the 7th Tar Heel so honored. So Jamison was selected by the Toronto Raptors with the 4th pick in the 98 draft, who then dealt his rights to Golden State in exchange for Vince Carter. Jamison spent the first 5 years of his NBA career with the Warriors. He scored a career-high 51 points on 2 occasions, back-to-back against Seattle and the Lakers. The Warriors won that game. He averaged a career-high 24.9 per game in 2000-2001, his 3rd season in the league. In 2003, he was traded to the Dallas Mavericks in a 9-player deal that sent Jamison, forwards Danny Fortson and Chris Mills, and a guard to the Mavs, and guard Nick Van Exel, a center, and Avery Johnson, and forwards Popeye Jones and Antoine Rigaudot to the Warriors. With Dallas, Jamison experienced his first winning season in 2003-2004 as the Mavericks finished 52-30 and made the playoffs, which also marked the first time in his career that Jamison had experienced postseason play. Jamison was named as the NBA Sixth Man of the Year for his efforts. The Mavericks suffered a setback in the first round, falling in 5 games to the Sacramento Kings. At the end of the season, Jamison was traded again, this time to the Wizards, in exchange for former Tar Heel Jerry Stackhouse and former Blue Devil Christian Laettner, and a first-round draft pick, which turned out to be University of Wisconsin-Madison's point guard, Devin Harris. In the 2004-2005 season with the Wizards, he was named to the NBA All-Star team for the first time in his career, and the Wizards enjoyed a solid 45-37 season, their finest effort in 26 years. They also made the playoffs for the first time since 1997 and advanced to the second round for the first time since 1982. In 2006, Jamison played for the U.S. national team in the FIBA World Championship, winning a bronze medal. Jamison led the Wizards against the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round of the 2007 playoffs where Jamison averaged 32 points and 10 rebounds per game during the season. During the 2007-2008 season, Jamison was named to his second NBA Eastern All-Star team. On June 30th of 2008, he signed a 4-year, $50 million contract with the Wizards. On February 17, 2010, Jamison was traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers as part of a massive 3-team, 6-player trade that sent Al Thornton from the Los Angeles Clippers to the Washington Wizards, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, a 2010 first-round pick from Cleveland, to Washington, and Drew Gooden from Washington to Los Angeles, Sebastian Telfair from Los Angeles to Cleveland. In his first game with the Cleveland Cavaliers against the Charlotte Bobcats, Jamison scored only 2 points from 2 free throws as he went 0 for 12 from the field. In his second game with the Cavaliers, Jamison scored 19 points against the Orlando Magic. The Cleveland Cavaliers made the NBA playoffs as the team with the best record. The Cavaliers defeated Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls in 5 games, but fell to the Boston Celtics in 6. Weeks after the series, Jamison's teammate LeBron James, of course, left the Cavaliers to join the Miami Heat alongside Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. The Cavaliers had very little success in the 2010 and 11 season, setting an NBA record 26-game losing streak, breaking a mark set by the franchise in 1983. That streak was finally snapped with a 126-119 overtime win against the Clippers. In January of 2011, Jamison said that he was considering retirement and that his 2011-2012 season could be his last. On February 27th, in a loss to the 76ers, Jamison was fouled and broke his left pinky. He underwent a surgery and would be out the rest of the season. He finished his 14th NBA season in 2011 and 12 with averages of 17.2 points and 6.3 rebounds. On July 25, 2012, Jamison signed with the Los Angeles Lakers for the NBA Veterans Minimum. On November 30th against the Denver Nuggets, he scored a season-high 33 points and grabbed 12 boards, becoming the first Laker since Shaq in '98 to record a 30-10 game as a reserve. However, Coach Mike D'Antoni did not play him for multiple games, partially due to Jamison's inconsistent shooting and subpar defense. On January 4th of 2013, he played against the Los Angeles Clippers for the first time after 6 games on the bench. On January 6th, he entered the game in the first quarter against the Denver Nuggets and hit a jumper for his first point since December 13th. He played 4 minutes before being benched for the rest of the game. Jamison again became a part of the Lakers' regular rotation after Pau Gasol was out with a foot injury. After the early communication issues with D'Antoni, their relationship improved significantly. On August 28, 2013, Jamison signed with the Clippers. On December 11th, in the second quarter against the Boston Celtics, Jamison scored a 3-pointer, which took his career points tally past the 20,000 mark, becoming just the 39th player in NBA history to achieve this. On February 20th of 2014, Jamison was traded to the Atlanta Hawks and they waived him the next day. Jamison retired in 2014. Of all former NBA players that are or have been eligible for election into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, Jamison and Tom Chambers are the only players that have scored 20,000 or more career points without being elected into the Hall of Fame, being in the top 50 in scoring with Chambers at 49 and Jamison at 50. In October of 2014, Jamison retired from professional basketball and became a broadcaster for Time Warner Cable Sportsnet as a TV analyst for the Los Angeles Lakers. On October 3rd of 2017, Jamison was hired in a scouting role by the Lakers. In August of 2019, he was hired by the Wizards to become their director of pro personnel. During his NBA career, Jamison did numerous things to help and create opportunities for those in underdeveloped communities, with his most notable being a scholarship at his high school alma mater that started in 2003. Jamison also launched a campaign which he calls A Better Tomorrow, which he hopes to use to provide the underprivileged with a chance at a better future. He says of the project, "As a professional athlete, I have an obligation to help those less fortunate. I really enjoy being in position to aid my community, both in the Bay Area and back home in Charlotte, and put a smile on somebody's face. That's what it's all about. I think it's especially important to give back during the holidays when people tend to feel a little down if things are not going too well. So where do you have Antawn Jamison on your all-time list? Should he be a Hall of Famer? Comment down below. Who do you think I should do my next video on? I'm not necessarily looking for a Steph Curry, LeBron James type of name, not the guys who are always mentioning the GOAT discussions or the top 10 this, or definitely not the guys who are always a potential all-star every year. I'm looking more for those under the radar players. But, just comment down below and let me know. Until then, stay paid up and prayed up. And Ty we trust.